267 American Tomahawk missiles program targets. 89 Chinese naval vessels begin movement. 23,400 sailors on both sides about to experience combat nobody wanted, but everyone prepared for. What was decades of strategic competition just became kinetic warfare when Chinese leadership decided reunification worth risking everything, including superpower confrontation. First strikes imminent, escalation unavoidable, Pacific War starting. At 1:18 a.m., Western Pacific, multiple zones, Chinese People's Liberation Army Navy begins Operation Thunderstrike. Not full invasion yet. Preparatory strikes, soften Taiwan defenses, neutralize American intervention capability, destroy Japanese bases hosting American forces, create conditions for successful amphibious operation later, strategic preparation, tactical violence, war's opening moves calculated to achieve maximum surprise, minimum warning. American intelligence detected unusual Chinese naval activity 48 hours prior. Submarines departing simultaneously, surface groups moving into strike positions, aircraft conducting final preparations, satellite imagery confirmed missile batteries deploying, electronic warfare intercepted command traffic, pattern recognition algorithms flagged high probability imminent attack, warnings transmitted, American forces alerted, USS Ronald Reagan carrier group accelerated toward Taiwan, USS Michigan submarine moved into launch position, B-2 bombers armed Guam, response prepared, deterrence attempted, failed. Taiwan raised alert status to maximum, military recalled leave, reserves notified, air defense activated, but mobilization incomplete when Chinese strike. Hours needed for full readiness. Chinese timing calculated to catch Taiwan between peace and war posture. Maximum vulnerability. Defenders scrambling. Attackers prepared. Classic military surprise achieving strategic advantage through operational tempo. What's your prediction? Type A for American preemptive strike. Type B for Chinese strike first. Type C for simultaneous exchange. At 1:23 a.m., Chinese submarines fire first. Type 093 nuclear boats, YJ-18 anti-ship missiles. 67 missiles total from 8 submarines, targeting American destroyers and cruisers escorting Reagan carrier group. Range, 540 kilometers. Subsonic cruise, then supersonic terminal phase. Flight time, 38 minutes. American Aegis detects launches at 1:24 a.m. 1-minute warning. Battle stations, defense preparation, insufficient time, optimal positioning. Caught slightly unready despite alerts. If you want to understand modern great power war opening moves, hit that subscribe button now. At 1:44 a.m., Chinese surface fleet launches. Type Shou-55 destroyers. Type Zhou-Fa-Nu-D destroyers. YJ-12 supersonic anti-ship missiles. 89 missiles total from 12 warships, also targeting American carriers and escorts. Chinese bet on overwhelming Aegis defenses through saturation. Launch everything simultaneously. Exploit decision-making bottlenecks. Create target-rich environment defenders cannot handle. Classical saturation tactics, modern technology. American carriers detect surface launches at 1:35 a.m. 156 total Chinese missiles inbound. 67 subsonic YJ-18. 89 supersonic YJ-12. Staggered arrival times. Subsonic arrive 2:01 a.m. Supersonic arrive 1:52 a.m. Faster missiles arrive first. Complicate defense. Must engage supersonic immediately. Cannot wait for subsonic. Defense resources divided. Chinese planning effective. Americans facing coordinated professional strike. USS Ronald Reagan Group activates defense. 5 destroyers, 2 cruisers. SM-6 missiles engage supersonic YJ-12 at long range. 28 missiles destroyed. SM-2 engages medium range. 19 missiles destroyed. CRAM point defense, 12 destroyed. Phalanx CIWS, 18 destroyed. Total 77 YJ-12 intercepted. 12 survive. They impact 1:52 a.m. USS Chancellorsville cruiser takes 2 hits. Severe damage. 45 sailors killed. 89 wounded. USS Chung-Hoon destroyer takes 3 hits. Catastrophic damage. Sinking. 67 killed. 123 wounded. USS Ronald Reagan takes 1 hit. Glancing blow, 23 killed, 56 wounded. Flight deck damaged but operational. Subscribe to see how first strikes cascade into full-scale Pacific War within hours. At 2:01 a.m., subsonic YJ-18 missiles arrive. Defenders already engaged supersonic wave. Resources depleted, reloading. 67 missiles inbound. Defense continues. SM-2, 23 destroyed. CRAM, 15 destroyed. CIWS, 19 destroyed. Total, 57 intercepted. 10 survive. USS Lake Erie cruiser takes 2 hits, heavy damage. 34 killed, 78 wounded. USS Fitzgerald destroyer takes 1 hit, moderate damage. 23 killed, 45 wounded. USS Porter destroyer takes 1 hit, light damage. 12 killed, 34 wounded. American losses: 1 destroyer sinking, 1 cruiser severely damaged, 2 cruisers damaged, 1 destroyer damaged, 1 carrier lightly damaged, 204 sailors killed, 425 wounded. Chinese first strike effective. American naval power degraded significantly opening minutes. American retaliation immediate. At 2:12 a.m., USS Michigan submarine fires. Ohio-class converted SSGN. 154 Tomahawk missiles aboard. Fires 89 missiles. Targeting Chinese naval bases. Ningbo, Zhoushan, Yulin, Yalong Bay. Missile batteries. Command centers. Warships in port. Comprehensive targeting. Retaliation proportional and strategic. Flight time, 45-60 minutes depending on target. Chinese coastal defenses preparing. American surface ships fire simultaneously. 67 Tomahawks from surviving cruisers and destroyers, also targeting Chinese naval infrastructure, plus carrier aircraft launching. 40 F-18 Super Hornets, armed with LRASM anti-ship missiles, targeting Chinese surface action groups. 80 LRASM missiles. American response comprehensive, multi-domain, coordinated, professional execution despite being struck first. At 2:34 a.m., Chinese ballistic missiles launch. DF-21D carrier killer missiles. 23 missiles targeting USS Ronald Reagan. DF-26 targeting Guam Air Base. 34 missiles. Anderson Air Force Base hosts B-52 bombers and tankers. Critical node American operations. Chinese targeting logical. Eliminate American long-range strike capability. Flight time, 8-12 minutes. American defense minimal against ballistic missiles. SM-3 limited inventory. THAAD at Guam only defense. Give this video a like if you appreciate realistic tactical analysis of superpower conflict. USS Ronald Reagan attempts evasion. Turns hard, maximum speed. Aegis tracks incoming. SM-3 missiles fire. 6 interceptors. Destroy 3 ballistic missiles. 20 survive. Impact at 2:46 a.m. Reagan takes 2 DF-21D hits. Massive damage. Flight deck destroyed. Hangar penetrated. Fires raging. 134 sailors killed. 267 wounded. Carrier mission killed. Cannot conduct air operations. Not sinking but combat ineffective. Escorting USS McCampbell destroyer takes 1 hit. Sunk immediately. 89 killed. Catastrophic destruction. American carrier power eliminated opening hour. Chinese ballistic missiles prove effective against moving ships. Feared capability validated combat. Guam Air Base receives 34 DF-26 missiles. THAAD engages. 19 intercepted. 15 impact. Runways cratered. Fuel storage burning. Hangars collapsed. 8 B-52 bombers destroyed. 4 tankers damaged. 67 Air Force personnel killed. 134 wounded. Base operational capability reduced 70%. American strategic bomber capability degraded severely. Chinese strike achieving objectives systematically. American power projection compromised fundamentally. At 3 a.m., American Tomahawks impact Chinese bases. Ningbo Naval Base, 28 missile strike. 4 Type 052D destroyers damaged at dock. Fuel storage destroyed. Command bunker penetrated. 89 Chinese sailors killed. 167 wounded. Zhoushan, 23 missiles. 2 Type 055 destroyers damaged. Maintenance facilities destroyed. 67 killed. Yulin, 34 missiles. Submarine pen struck. 3 Type 039 submarines damaged. 112 submariners killed. Chinese naval infrastructure degraded. Warship readiness reduced. American retaliation effective but insufficient, reversing Chinese first strike advantage. This is comprehensive first strike warfare analysis. Make sure you're subscribed. Japanese response immediate. Prime Minister convenes emergency cabinet. Chinese missiles overflew Japanese territory. Act of war legally, but Constitution limits response. Self-defense forces activate defensively. No offensive operations authorized. Bases hosting American forces targeted by China. Japan attacked effectively, but political constraints prevent full retaliation. Provides intelligence. Opens bases. Logistics support. But military operations American responsibility primarily. Japan watching, preparing, not yet fully committed. At 3:34 a.m., Chinese aircraft launched second wave. 156 J-15 carrier fighters from Liaoning and Shandong carriers. 67 J-16 multi-role fighters from mainland bases. H-6K bombers carrying cruise missiles. 34 bombers. Total 257 aircraft. Targeting surviving American ships in Taiwan air defenses. Taiwan scrambles F-16s. 45 fighters. Americans launched from damaged Reagan. 24 F-18s operational. Total defenders, 69 aircraft. Outnumbered 3.7 to 1. Air combat inevitable. First air engagement 3:56 a.m. Chinese J-15s engaged Taiwanese F-16s. PL-15 missiles beyond visual range. 67 missiles fired. Taiwanese evade. Electronic countermeasures. 45 missiles miss. 22 hit. 16 F-16s destroyed. Devastating losses. Taiwan air power degraded 36% single engagement, but Taiwanese return fire. AIM-120 missiles. 29 remaining fighters fire, 45 missiles. 12 Chinese J-15s destroyed, 7 damaged. Exchange ratio heavily favors China. Numbers decisive. American F-18s engaged Chinese J-16s. 24 American versus 67 Chinese. Outnumbered but superior training. AIM-120D missiles. 36 fired. 19 Chinese J-16s destroyed. 8 damaged. Chinese return fire. PL-15 missiles. 89 fired. American evasion expert. 67 miss. 22 hit. 15 F-18s destroyed. 6 damaged. American losses catastrophic. Only 3 F-18s remain operational. Air superiority completely Chinese. Americans withdrawn from air combat. Cannot sustain losses. Reagan Air Wing eliminated effectively. Share this strike warfare analysis with anyone studying modern great power conflict. H-6K bombers launch cruise missiles at 4:12 a.m. 136 CJ-10 cruise missiles targeting Taiwan airbases. Hsinchu, Taichung, Tainan, runways, hangars, fuel, ammunition. Taiwan air defense engages. Patriot batteries fire. 45 missiles intercepted. 91 impact. Severe damage all 3 bases. 12 F-16s destroyed on ground. Runways unusable. Taiwan air power reduced further. Cannot operate effectively. Chinese air superiority established firmly. Taiwan defending with degraded capabilities. Invasion preparation proceeding successfully. At 5 a.m., September the 2nd, 3.5 hours war, situation assessed. American casualties, 638 sailors killed, 156 wounded, 1 carrier mission killed, 1 destroyer sunk, 3 cruisers damaged, 2 destroyers damaged, 39 aircraft destroyed, Guam base 70% degraded. Chinese casualties, 268 sailors killed, 167 wounded, 4 destroyers damaged, 3 submarines damaged, 31 aircraft destroyed. Taiwan casualties, 87 military killed, 167 wounded, 28 aircraft destroyed, 3 airbases severely damaged. Exchange ratios favor China. First strikes achieve strategic surprise. American power projection compromised. Taiwan defenses degraded. Chinese invasion window opening. American strategic options limited. Cannot strike Chinese mainland massively without risking nuclear escalation. Cannot defend Taiwan effectively with degraded forces. Cannot withdraw politically. Caught in strategic dilemma. China exploited successfully. Reinforcements needed but weeks away. Damaged carriers require months repair. Forward bases struck. Taiwan vulnerable. Chinese calculated risk paying off tactically. Chinese assessment optimistic but cautious. First strikes successful. American intervention capability reduced. Taiwan defenses degraded. But American reinforcements coming. Coalition forming. Japan angry. Australia deploying. South Korea allowing base use. Time working against China. Must exploit advantage quickly. Amphibious operation imminent. 72 hours maximum before American reinforcements arrive sufficient numbers. Window narrow. Pressure enormous. Leadership committed. Invasion proceeding. Taiwan fighting alone effectively. American support promised but forces degraded. Coalition forming but slowly. Must defend with current forces against Chinese superiority established through first strikes. Morale tested. Equipment damaged. But defending home. Motivation maximum. Underground facilities protect leadership. Mobile missile launchers survive. Submarines undamaged. Can resist. Cannot win alone. Needs time. Needs American recovery. Needs coalition. Buying time with blood. If you made it this far, you understand opening phase Great Power War. Like subscribe, hit that bell. Economic impact registering globally. Asian stock markets crash at opening. Nikkei down 12%. Hang Seng closed. Shanghai suspended. Taiwan closed, obviously. Oil prices spike 178 per barrel. Shipping insurance rates increase 280%. Container traffic suspending. Global supply chains disrupted. Semiconductor production threatened. TSMC facilities intact but operations uncertain. Economic panic spreading. Governments intervening. Central banks coordinating, but damage done. Confidence shattered. Recession inevitable regardless military outcome. Nuclear deterrence tested. Chinese nuclear forces on heightened alert. Submarines deploying. Mobile missiles dispersing. Americans matching. Ohio-class boomers moving deeper oceans. ICBM's readiness increased. Both sides signaling resolve. Neither wants nuclear war, but both preparing. Deterrence working so far, but stress is increasing. Miscalculation risk growing. Communication channels open, but trust minimal. Nuclear dimension constrains conventional operations both sides. Cannot strike regime-threatening targets. Cannot threaten homeland security. Limited war between nuclear powers possible, but fraught. The first strikes reveal modern war reality between peers. Technology enables precision but cannot prevent losses. Defense is good, not perfect. Saturation tactics work. Ballistic missiles threaten carriers. Aircraft vulnerable on ground. Forward bases targeted. Geography matters. China near, America distant. First strikes advantage critical. Surprise achieves much, but sustained operations determine outcomes. Resources, logistics, industrial capacity, political will. Everything matters beyond opening moves. First strikes shape conflict. Don't determine it. China ahead tactically. America retains strategic advantages. Time determines who exploits advantages better. First strikes over. Real war beginning. Outcome uncertain. Cost mounting. Escalation continuing. Control fragile. Stakes enormous. Pacific War no longer theoretical. Reality now. Brutal. Deadly. Unstoppable momentum established. Submarine warfare dimension expanding rapidly. American Virginia-class submarines hunt Chinese surface groups. SSN 704 Texas fires torpedoes at Type 055 destroyer, 2 Mk-48 torpedoes. Both hit. Destroyer sinks. 156 Chinese sailors dead. Chinese Type 093 hunts American submarines. Finds nothing. Virginia-class too quiet. Chinese sonar inadequate. Submarine advantage decisively American, but Chinese numbers compensate partially. 8 Type 093 versus 4 Virginia-class in theater. Quantity versus quality, classic asymmetry. Cyber warfare escalates parallel to kinetic strikes. Chinese cyber units attack American military networks. Some disruption communications. Logistics systems delayed, but segmentation prevents catastrophic damage. American Cyber Command retaliates. Chinese power grids partially disrupted. 3 coastal provinces experience blackouts. Industrial production interrupted. Cyber domain contested. Neither side dominates. Both sides impose costs. Invisible war shapes visible war outcomes. Space domain engagement begins cautiously. Chinese test ASAT weapons earlier. Capability proven. Americans possess similar, but both sides reluctant, destroying satellites. Creates debris field affecting both. Space debris cascades threaten all satellites. Restraint logical, but tensions high. One miscalculation cascades. Space warfare threat looming. Neither side wants debris field. Both sides prepared, creating one if necessary. Deterrence extends to space. Fragile stability maintained so far. Intelligence warfare proves decisive advantage. American overhead surveillance continuous. Chinese fleet movements known precisely. Targeting perfect. Chinese satellites limited coverage. Gaps exploitable. Americans maneuver during gaps. Chinese see some movements, miss others. Intelligence asymmetry multiplies tactical advantages. Americans strike knowing. Chinese defend guessing. Information dominance worth divisions tactically. Medical capabilities show humanitarian difference. American hospital ships position safely. Helicopter medevac operates continuously. Wounded evacuated rapidly. Survival rates 86%. Chinese casualties evacuated slowly. Damaged ships with wounded aboard. Medical system overwhelmed rapidly. Survival rates 67%. Medical care gap creates morale gap. Americans know wounded cared for. Chinese know wounded often die preventable deaths. Morale impact significant. Medical superiority force multiplier often overlooked. Reserve activation demonstrates depth. American reserves mobilizing. National Guard units activated. Equipment stockpiled for decades now deployed. Industrial surge capacity exists. Ship production increasing. Ammunition production doubling. Reserve depth substantial. Chinese reserves limited. Already operating near maximum capacity. Cannot surge dramatically. What's committed now, roughly what's available. Reserve asymmetry favors America long-term, despite Chinese tactical advantages short-term. Allied consultation demonstrates coalition building. Emergency NATO meeting convened. Article 5 not invoked. Taiwan not member, but China threatening international order. European allies support diplomatically. Some military assistance promised. Britain deploying carrier group. France sending submarines. Germany providing logistics. Coalition forming slowly. Material support weeks away. But political support immediate. Chinese isolation deepens. American alliance system proves value, even Taiwan specifically not covered treaties. Historical precedent weighs heavily. Pearl Harbor, 1941. Surprise attack. American recovery. Ultimate victory. Chinese studied history. Trying avoiding American mistakes. Seeking knockout blow, preventing recovery. But also studied American resilience. Industrial might. Political will when attacked. History ambiguous guide. Offers lessons both sides. Each interprets differently. History doesn't predict, informs. Understanding past doesn't guarantee future success. Just hopefully avoids repeating failures. Technology demonstration occurs inadvertently. Chinese missiles prove effective against moving ships. DF-21D hits carrier. Feared capability validated. American Aegis system performed well. Intercepted most missiles. But saturation tactics work. Defenses overwhelmed. Technology limits revealed. Chinese learn American vulnerabilities. Americans learn Chinese capabilities. Combat laboratory expensive. Educational. Both sides adapting based on first strikes, lessons learned instantly. Rules of engagement clarity prevents escalation initially. Both sides avoid civilian targets deliberately. Military objectives only. Restraint conscious. Escalation management priority. Nuclear powers fighting cannot forget consequences. Limited war doctrine tested. Working so far. Both sides showing restraint despite violence. Civilian casualties minimal compared military. Professional militaries following rules despite emotions. Discipline holds. So far. But passions inflame. Control uncertain, maintaining long-term. Communication channels remain open throughout. Hotlines active. Deconfliction protocols work. Neither side wants accidental escalation. Talks possible despite fighting. Diplomatic track parallel to military operations. Switzerland offers mediation. Singapore proposes ceasefire talks. UN Security Council emergency session. Russia abstains deliberately. China appreciates. America notes. Diplomatic maneuvering accompanies military operations. War and diplomacy coexist. Must coexist. Alternative too terrible. Nuclear powers fighting require diplomatic channels. Safety valve prevents catastrophic escalation. Wisdom maintaining communication while killing. Modern warfare necessity between nuclear-armed opponents.